Alright guys, good morning. Okay, I hadn't been on in a little while. You know, we had that storm come through and just got really busy with that. So let me just update some things, let you know what's going on here at the homestead, okay? I do have eggs in the incubator. I have 18 in there. That Sunday, we're taking them off the turner and putting them into the hatch tray. So, and that'll give me around Thursday. I should start getting some more hatches. Here's baby quail, the one that survived. Baby quail. That's the one that survived. So she's growing up. She's real scary though. Every time I open the door, she runs for the door to try to get out, and I catch her. Thank God. Okay, so what I did this morning, I went out this morning and I bought me a metal garbage can and got me some scratch grains. And what I'm going to start doing with my scratch grains, I'm going to start fermenting them. Okay, two things out of that you get is, number one, they eat a little bit less food because they're getting the nutrition they need and they get full too. And it's all broke down for them. Their bodies don't have to take a lot of energy to break down the grains. And if anybody with chickens, you know that when you just throw them dry grains, a lot of times when you go in the coop and all that, you see a lot of grains on the ground, especially corn. It's almost like like when they poop it out, it comes out whole, like it didn't have a chance to digest in their system because it takes so long to break down. And so when you ferment it by soaking it in water. And you could do it especially down here in Louisiana, it gets so hot. In 24 hours, it's fermented enough where you could use it. And maybe 48 hours, I'm not sure. This is stuff I've been looking up and reading. But I'm going to get started with it today and start fermenting some grains to start giving to my hens, okay? And because right now I'm feeding them the same thing I'm feeding the meat birds, which they need the starter mix, and I'm still gonna incorporate a little bit of that with the hens because they're still young and they're still growing. But I think when I ferment the scratch grains, they're gonna get the nutrition that they really need because the stuff's gonna be broke down already. It's going to be able to absorb into their system easier and better. And every time they eat, they're going to get all the nutrients out of the food. And it's going to cause them to be healthier. Plus, there's bacteria that they're going to get in their system from the fermented food that's going to help with their digestive system. It's just going to make them a healthier bird. It's going to give me healthier eggs. Because it's been tests have shown that the eggs are healthier, that the eggs the shells are harder, and so I'm liking what I hear about all that. So I'm going to start fermenting their feed. Okay, so that's what I'm going to work on today. Everything's going really good. I was at my daughter's house yesterday because I did a little. My daughter works at apartments, and I do work over there when they need something done. So yesterday they needed, we had it set up. I went and changed out a sliding glass door. Well, my son-in-law, he made himself a salad, and he had some lettuce that had the bottom of it had all the roots on it still. And here it is here. So I took it home. This is the first thing I'm putting in the aquaponics, y'all, to give it a test to see how this, if the bacteria is there. I believe it is by now. All the fish are doing great. They come up here when I open this. They all come here. They all looking for their food too. Check them out. Let me get this over like that, and you should be able to see them. They're looking for their food. So I got catfish, bluegills, and I got a couple of goldfish in there. I had gotten those first from somebody out of their pond. They were wanting to get rid of them, so I just took them because I had this going. And But there you have it. So I need to feed them. They're looking for food too. Everybody's looking for food except for these guys. Y'all should be loaded up. I loaded them up yesterday. I filled up both of their things, so they're good for a week. A couple of, like, it lasts about 5 days. When you fill this up, it lasts about 5 days. And so I filled that up. I filled their water, so they're good for with the food for 5 days. That water lasts a month. I filled her up yesterday, food and water, so she's good for probably a couple of weeks, really. And then she's going to be moving down here when I get when these eggs start hatching, because they're going to be moved into brooder, and I'm going to take her out and put her down here in the grow box. So, but I got to get some strapping. I got to fix this. This is the feed for the food down here. I got to do some fixing up on it. I had some this kind of strapping ain't good. I'm gonna get some of the metal strapping that I could screw that in and hold it in good. So I got a few things to do. Plus this week coming up, I'm wanting to get my outdoor little kitchen area here done. I'm gonna take this area here, take it out, and reset it, and go ahead and mortar it together. And over here, after I get this set, I'm going to cut that down the thickness of the piece of granite I have. I'm going to cut a piece of granite to put over this top right here. And this will be a little storage. I don't know. I was thinking I was going to put my big pots there, but I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to use that to store wood, and I'm going to pack wood in there. So I'm going to go buy some wood. There's a guy down the highway that sells wood. I can go buy some, and I'll pack it in here so that I can have wood for my fire pit and my barbecue pit, my kitchen, whatever you want to call it. So I can start cooking out here, and we could sit out here in the evenings and barbecue, and you can join us. And so anyway, I didn't get no major damage with the storm that came through. Kind of pushed some things over. I straightened things up. Everything's okay. I'm gonna go ahead and get this feed into this garbage can, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put some into a bucket, and then what you want to do is you put water over it, and you put, keep water above the feed, and I'm gonna let that sit for a good 24 hours, and then what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna dump it into another bucket that I'm gonna have a hole in it, and let that water just kind of drain out, and that'll be ready for me. And I might not even have to put the hole in it. I don't know. We'll have to see how I'm going to do that. I have to drain it some kind of way. But I'm only going to I want to measure out my food, because I'm only going to do like a day of food at a time for them, and kind of keep track. Now, from what I'm picking up and reading, that a chicken eats around a quarter of a pound of food per day. Okay, so I have 14 chickens here. So if I that's gonna, let's see. So 4 chickens would be a pound. So that would be 3.5 pounds a day that they're eating. So in a 50-pound bag, divide that by 3.5. I don't know. I don't have my calculator with me, but I should get a nice amount of time out of the 50-pound bag. If it was divided by 3, it would be what? 3 goes into 5 once, 20. So probably around 2. Let's say 2 weeks. Probably 14 days. I probably get about 14 days, about 2 weeks out of the bag, which is normal. I've always had about a dozen laying hens, and that's how long a bag would last. So that's about right, quarter of a pound. And so I should start noticing that should start lasting me a little longer. And if it don't, it's okay. I just know that they're going to be eating well, eating healthy. It's in the long run. We're going to be eating more healthy, because the eggs going to. That's what's going on in my little homestead today, you guys. Just kind of giving you an update after the storm. Everything's going fine. I didn't really lose anything. Didn't lose anything. My tall stuff, like I said, my tall cucumbers and tomatoes, they kind of got blown over a little bit, but I just refixed all that yesterday. And matter of fact, everything's doing good. I was worried about the greenhouse, because I know when if we get a really direct hit with a good strong storm, I'm probably going to lose the greenhouse. That will probably happen. But so I was kind of a little worried and concerned about that. But thank God that didn't happen. And so anyway, let me get going on this little projects I got to do here, and I'll keep you updated on the fermented chicken feed, how that's going. I'll keep you updated on that. All right, guys, I'm just getting back from doing some work at some apartments, and I come to check on the feed that I'm fermenting, and it's amazing because it's fermenting. Because when I sit here and look at it, you can see bubbles popping. Let me see if y'all could see. I don't know, you might not be able to see. Alright, let me just kind of keep that there for a minute. See if you can see anything. But you can see little bubbles popping here and there. And that's the sign that it's fermenting. So I don't know if you could see it or not. I'll be able to tell when I go to edit the video. See little bitty bubbles. I think I probably need to stir this to make sure, you know, it's all getting soaked. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to mix it from one bucket to another. Up the water a little bit. The water got a little dark looking, kind of kind of muddy looking. See difference in the water. Yeah, so this is cool. So this is good, pretty cool that I'm seeing them making bubbles, so I know that it's fermenting. And so I'm excited about that. Hopefully it'll be ready tomorrow. If it's not, I'll let it go another day, and then tomorrow I'll go ahead and mix up another bucket. That way, if I know it takes 2 days, I'll just have a bucket right behind one every day from this point on. I'll have 2 buckets actually going. Good. It's always exciting when something new happens, you know. You learn something new on the homestead. You learn something new that's going to benefit you with your food and benefit the animals. And it's always exciting. tap into something new. All right, guys. So when if this ferment's good tomorrow, I'm gonna go ahead and feed it to my hens, my egg layers, and I'll video that, let you see how they tearing it out, how they like it. And hello, ladies. You want to say hi to the YouTube family? Say hey, YouTubers. There we go. Come on. Come on up. Come on. Come on. There we go. Yeah, they sweet. Y'all are sweet. Y'all are sweet. I got some more coming. Come on. Come on. Look at them two playing back there, fighting to get up here. Hey! Come on. Come see. Everybody come see. Come get on the video for YouTube. Come on. Come on. Come on. There we go. There's another one. Come on. We got room over here for one. Come over here. Come on. Come on. Look at this one back here. Wants to get up right here. Always wants to be right in front. Come on. You can do it. Come on. There you go. That one right there. Reminds me of an eagle. It's got like an eagle looking face. Looks like an eagle. Look at those two back there. I don't know if they're playing or fighting or what. There's 14 ladies. And pretty soon they're going to be laying me some eggs. Ladies. So we're trying to get y'all all healthy and get you all ready to start laying. Yeah. So I set them up with some food today. They still got pretty much left. Hey, pretty lady. Hello, pretty lady. Who else is coming up here? Somebody else? Somebody? There's a spot right here. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. There she goes. There she is. She's a pretty one too. You're pretty too. Yeah, you are. Yeah. Yeah, well, I recommend talking to your animals. It's like Dr. Doolittle, there was some truth there. Talk to them. I talk to my plants too. My plants seem to do well for me. I'm going to help out my tomatoes. They're getting attacked. I'm going to help them out. So my cucumbers are starting to die off. But I have a bunch more. I got about 18 plants in the greenhouse. We got a bunch of cucumbers inside. I've done pickled a bunch. I got a few more to pull off here. Probably this weekend I'm going to probably tear this out and plant me some new ones on this side. Right here, take these out. And well, I see a cucumber growing there. There's one on the ground over here. But if I'm not seeing too much more, I'm going to be pulling them out and replanting some new ones this weekend. And I also have more jalapeno peppers plants. I'm not sure where I got room for those yet, but I'll find room. I'll find room, believe me. All right, guys. Just to show you too, the aquaponics is running great, and it's going really well. And I was able to take a lettuce, one like this, Now see, those wasn't hanging out like that when I put it in there this morning. It was all kind of tight. So it's already reaching out for water. It's already growing. The roots are growing. I'm not sure if I'm gonna get a head of lettuce out of it or not. We'll find out though. Let me dig this down a little more. Let me set this down here. So that's really just a test there to see what's going to happen. But another thing I do need to get going. See, I got stuff starting to grow in there. I guess birds dropping stuff in here. So maybe it's getting ready. So what I need to do is I had saved a bunch of seeds from the bok choy, and I have some lettuce seeds, and I'm going to go ahead and this weekend too is another thing that I got on my list to do. To go ahead and get those started, and I'm actually waiting on Amazon. I have the little cups with these little I don't know what they call them, but you stick it in the cup and you can put the seed in it, and it's for hydroponics, aquaponics, and all that. So I'm really kind of waiting on that. I wish it would hurry up and get here. It's supposed to be here around the 17th, so I've still got another week, you know. Maybe I just ought to wait. I probably ought to wait, because once I plant them without that, it's going to be harder for me to get them in the rocks. So these little cups are going to make it easier for me to get these in the rocks. So I'm probably going to wait for those things. So anyway, all right, you guys, I'm gonna go take a bath. Wanted to kind of show you about the scratch feed being fermented. Show you about the aquaponics and whatever else we covered. But this Sunday, the eggs come out of the incubator. They go into the hatch tray, and by this time next week, we should start seeing some babies. Baby quail. So I'm excited about that again, to get that going. All right, so all right, guys. So on the next video, we'll be seeing you guys. Every one of you will be blessed, and we'll see you on the next video.